Welcome to a special episode of Doug's Electronic Repair Bench.
Good afternoon, YouTube. Here with you today to bring you this special edition of Doug's Electronic Repair Bench. This first introduction will be just to introduce the radio that I plan to do this series with, and to also give you links to the schematic, which can be found down in this description below. And in addition to that, I want to try to show some points of where the troubleshooting will take place, kind of a guide, if you will, of how I plan to do this. So above you see the pictures I'm displaying of the radio from eBay. I haven't actually received the radio yet, so once I get the radio, we'll probably the first thing I'm going to do is take the chassis out and set the cabinet aside. And once I do that, then we can begin in earnest to actually troubleshoot the radio. In addition to just troubleshooting the radio, I want to point out some interesting ways of doing this troubleshooting with using signal injection and signal tracing. The signal injection will be provided by B&K E200D RF signal generator, while the signal tracing will be done by the Heathkit T4 audio signal tracer, and those are pictured above, as you saw. The overall goal of this series is to show how to troubleshoot radio circuits using signal injection and signal tracing, or a combination of the two. While not sometimes practical, it is possible to troubleshoot any section of the radio, any stage of the radio, using this method. There are also alternative signal tracers out there. One is a scope. Instead of an audio signal, you would see a video representation of the signal that's received through a scope. I don't have a scope, and I don't really plan to buy one unless it's absolutely necessary for something. But anyway, those are just a couple of ways of doing it, and I want to also in this series introduce some faults into the radio after it's repaired, and show the various ways of fault analysis using this method, and that can be handy to troubleshoot. And I may even take questions or suggestions on where to introduce the fault, and show how to analyze the problem using this method. And that may come at a later time, but mainly we'll start out with the radio shown and just get it working pretty good. Eventually I plan to restore this radio, cabinet and all, but that's way down the road. I want to use it for the troubleshooting series first and get a good solid representation of this method of troubleshooting. So I guess that's about it for this time. This was meant to be a short video. Again, the link for the schematic will be below in the description. If you guys want to follow along, that's nice. There's two production models of this radio, an early and a late production. I won't know until I get the radio, which I have, but there's the schematics that's contained in the link. It shows both the early and the late versions, so we've got it pretty well covered either way we go. So again, that's about all I have for now, so you guys have a great day, and thanks for watching.